Okay, so this is part 2. I don't know. The video was, I think, too long. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and turn this off for now because I'm just going to quickly show you guys how to strain it, or how I strain my juice. Yeah, you'll be able to see. I hope you'll be able to see over there by the sink. So again, I'm just taking the foam off the top. This is the juice that I received out of that we were juicing. I have my glass here. Oh, you can actually see it. I actually put it on top and I pour. Wrong strainer. I need a small one. No worries. It's right here. And yes, I bag all my stuff like right back up when I finish with it. So here you'll see what you're catching in the strainer, which is that extra pulp that did not go through that I was saying you can actually use again. So when you use the smaller one, then I just kind of pour it slowly. And this is a personal preference. It's not anything that you have to do. Again, it's just what I prefer to do. And I've been doing it this way for over 15 years now. As it's straining though, you can actually take a wood spoon or a small spatula. I got my trusty wood spoon. And if you kind of stir it, it'll help the juice to come down again. So basically what happens is the pulp kind of clogs up your strainer and it stops the juice. See right there? Well, I guess by the time you see it, it'll be full. But you can see the juice kind of coming out. And again, this is the pulp. It's really not a lot. Personal preference. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. I press it in. You can see some of the pulp in there. Looks like gook, green goo. I throw it in there with the other one. Continue just to make sure I have the space to do it. I hope you guys can see that as it's straining through. Into the glass. Sit it down. Those strainers I actually got from the Dollar Tree. The small ones, they come in 2 sizes in a pack. It just works if it fits inside of whatever glass you're going to be straining your juice into, because it's less mess. This whole process is just worth it, but very tedious at times. I'm moving kind of slow, trying to act like I got some sense. Doesn't seem like it. To get this juicing together. You can kind of press it against the sides and make sure you get all the juice out. And that's the pulp that I was telling you is left in the strainer. And I'm just putting that back into the side bowl for later, or like I said, you can add it to your pulp that's in your here if you want to feed it to your dog. My dog likes wet food than dry food because she's a little bougie. She's a little stuck up. I don't know where she got that from. And she likes it soft, but it makes her coat extra shiny. Like, it does super wonders for your pet's fur. Just glossy, shiny, and healthy. The vet is just like, I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it. If the little monster just keeps on eating like she's supposed to, she will continue to have that glow. Like her mama. See, y'all glowing. Okay. Basic. Ooh, basic. Just stirring it, circling it around, not really stirring it, just so that I can get all the juice from the bottom. Sometimes I'm usually working on it over there by the sink and I'll rinse it out, but that's time consuming to do that after each quick little stir. Oh, y'all gonna love this because I'm gonna strain it one more time, because I can't pour it out of this container. So it gets strained by default. Again, that's the left pulp. Not really a lot, nothing to be concerned of. If you're used to doing smoothies, you might like it. It gives a little bit of texture to your juice. I'm not a smoothie fan. I never did like it. Okay, now if I wasn't going to make any more green machine, I would obviously rinse this out and I would run hot water through this about 3 times until it all runs clear before I would start my next juice. But I'm still doing my greens because I'm juicing for 2 people, not just myself. So I'm not going to rinse it out because it really doesn't make any sense. Okay. Drain, drain, drain. As you can see, that juice is dripping out. It's a nice, pretty dark forest green. All the nutrients are in there. If you find that your green juice is just too green and it's not working for you, feel free to adjust it after you make it and add additional pineapple. Pineapple has like superb benefits to it, so it should work out. So now what I'm going to do, because this is easy to pour out of, this is how much juice I have. I don't know what size this is. It's the total base for flowers or centerpieces or whatever, but this is what I use. So I'm actually going to pour back into here. Again, this is just what I do. It's not a requirement. It's not going to change your juice. You don't have to do it. I just don't like pulp. So as I'm doing this, I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat for dinner. Because like I told you, you don't want to just juice all day long. You're depriving your body of so much that you need: protein and collagen and good healthy fats. You like avocados, eat some avocados on your lunch salad. You can fill up with whole fruits and vegetables. Actually, I would probably say stick with the vegetables. A good hearty salad, add some mushrooms in there, some edamame, some sweet peas, some spring onions. Just make it like a really, really good one. And then add some black beans. That'll give you that fiber that you might be missing. And it'll help make you stay full. I know everybody can't eat seafood, but if you like chicken, you can do chicken. You can eat anything you want to eat. Just eat it in moderation and cook it healthy. Okay, so for me to juice 6 of these, of the 18-ounce containers, I think I did 4, excuse me, 4. I don't remember. How about we just do it and I'll let you know when you see it. Okay, so that was the last bit of the first batch. And now, let me see, you got a view of the kitchen? I mean the sink. Oh yeah, you do. Now all I'm going to do is pour it into the bottles. I pour equal parts in them because when I go to the second batch, I know everything will have the exact same ingredients in it. So whatever's in the second one is also going to go in the first, and they all want to be identical versus doing 2 and not having the same formula that I may have had when I did the first batch. Because, you know, we don't measure anything. And that's okay. We just like to eyeball stuff. And we figure it out. And yes, I line them up together so I can make sure that they all have the same amount. And if they don't, I'm going to pour some out the other one. But I think we are winning. They all look equal. So when I juice another one of these, it'll pretty much fill up this bottle. That's how much came, and I have 5 of these bottles. Remember, they're 12-ounce bottles. They aren't the 18-ounce bottles. So with that being said, I'm going to get the rest of this juicing going on, and I'll see you guys when I'm done. actually pretty relaxing. Oh Lord, once you get it done. So I've used everything that I had, except I have celery left. My cup is almost full. I'll show you guys that in a moment. It's still juicing, so I don't want to spill anything naturally. And the pineapple is the best part, so I don't want to move the cup right now. But as you can see, it's pretty full. So I'm just going to add a couple more pieces of celery. 2 more stalks. Chomp, 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 chomp. It doesn't really sound like that. You guys can tell. And that one is done. I'll save this for my celery shots. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to do that as well. Because I don't want any of the other mixes with my celery. I just want it to be all celery. So before I do that, I'm actually going to run hot water through the juicer to make sure I got all the other processes and food and things out. Okay, juicer is done. I hit reverse just to make sure there's nothing clogged up in there. There's nothing, it's still a smooth sound. So you can see there's my pulp in the bag. Pretty interesting. And I'm going to pause, strain, fill up those jars. Okay, so I finished juicing the remainder of the juice. I've strained it, put my tops on. I've washed my strainers, I've washed my bowls. The most important thing that I can recommend you do is clean up as you go. Don't let any of this foolishness sit around because the pulp will dry up on you. It'll get stuck in your strainer. Stuck all in your juicer, and it's just annoying to try to clean it, and then you're trying to soak it and scrub it, and that's just too much. I just soaked a little, just rinsing the bottle off. And as I told you, it made five jars of the green machine. I'm just wiping my jars off. Shake, shake, shake. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2. Here's the other ones over here. Shake, shake, shake. Put those there. And I have one more here. So, with that being said, I'm going to end the video at about 2 more seconds because I want to show you. So there's pulp. If I open up my juicer, you see you can see how it's all in there still. Couple of big chunks, as a matter of fact, from when it was grinding. This is the part where I tell you to clean it by running some hot water through it, especially if you're going to juice again. Hot water, warm water, no rules. Kind of fill something up. Make sure that it's closed. The juice is running. And I'm just going to pour water in the juicer. And you would actually do this if you was making almond milk as well. Once you juice your almonds, you would have to run the water through it. The water is a little stuck because remember I told you that some of the pulp, depending on your juicer, can get stuck in the spout where it comes out of. But there's really not going to be any pulp that comes out of here once you run the water through it, because there's no food in there. There's little pieces of stuff that was in a strainer. Nothing substantial. I just don't like it. I don't like anything to look like it contaminated my juice. So if I want to go with an orange juice next, I don't want no green spinach floating around in my orange juice. So while that's just running through, I'm just still pulling out some of the, looks like kiwi it's actually some ginger that's still in here that I'm pushing through. The water is still draining through. The water takes a little bit longer. Again, because it's water, you would think it would just flow right on through, but it doesn't, and that's okay, because it gives you a chance to multitask. So once you get friendly with your juicer and start learning about how your juicer works, then that's what you can do. So this was on the first rinse. No, it's not juice. No, I'm not going to drink it. It's literally the remnants that were stuck inside the juicer from the juicing session that I just did. I could just take it apart and I could throw it in the sink. But apparently, I like to be difficult. So I want to run it through again. Just plain water, nothing fancy, anything like that. Just again, to rinse the flavors out, just to rinse anything that might be circulating in there, leftover seeds, which you shouldn't have any seeds. But, you know, all that good wholesome stuff. Okay, so that was my video, Juicing 101, and I guess 102, part 1 and part 2. I've done the cleanup. The final video, it won't be one because I think you guys got enough for right now. So let me know what you think. Try to be nice to me because that was the first one that I've ever done on video. And obviously I can't just stop and start all over again. So with that being said, that's the green, whatever you want to call it. David calls it a green gook. I call it a green machine, the green elixir. Mix it up however you choose to. Get comfortable with it. Get to know your juicer. Start eyeballing portions and you kind of know how much everything will make. If you make the same thing over and over and over again, you know exactly what to use. You can reach out to any one of the wonderful group members that we have. We have an awesome amount of people here. You also have your admins that you can reach out to. Myself, Keisha Williams, Sherry Estep, Tiffany Hunter, and also Kimberly Conway. She's also a master juicer. And then again, there's a whole bunch of master juicers in this group. So I was just blessed to have so many people that know things. So feel free to post a comment somewhere, ask a question. We're all in this thing to help each other out together. With that being said, I want to thank you all for giving me, I don't know, I guess it was about an hour or so of your time. There wasn't a lot of downtime in between the videos, maybe like 10 minutes, if that. So you can kind of gauge like, okay, well, the first video ended. How long was it before she started the second one? About 10 minutes. That's it. And again, I just want to welcome you all to Juicing for Health, Mental and Body. And I want to thank you all for your continued support. Invite a friend or two. Invite 5 or 6. Tell somebody about it. Share your experiences. Share your struggles. If you learned something new, you heard something, by all means share it, because I don't claim to know every single thing. That's why I have a group of people to help me out. All right, with that being said, it's Wednesday evening. It's about 6:28 p.m. I want to wish you all a safe night, a blessed morning, and I will see you guys later.